welcome to yoga for Friday. Today's going to be kind of just a nice slow flow, frizzy haired detox type yoga. So nice and slow, and it's just going to be very relaxing, a lot of breathing, a lot of holding the poses, all right? So we're just going to start out in mountain pose. We're going to lean forward, legs tight together, big stretch in those hamstrings. We're just going to let the arms hang, fingers curl under. Deep breath. Now we're going to bend those knees, bring the palms to the mat. Blow that air out through the mouth. Now we're going to kind of hinge the wrists back as we flow up, tuck the chin down, reach, bend the knees, kind of flow back down, palms to the mat. And again, coming up, bend those wrists. So it's almost like a wave type motion. Coming up, straightening out the knees, coming up tall, bending those wrists again, coming down. And coming up. And down. One more time, coming up. And down. We're holding right here. If you need to just be at fingertips, go ahead and do that. All right, coming up slow. Just let those arms hang. Roll those shoulders back. All right, we're going to come down to the mat. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Just wrap those hands and arms around the knees. Facing forward, getting present. Close your eyes, blow those breaths out through your mouth. Let's stretch those legs out one at a time. Reach forward. We're going to slowly roll back. Arms coming up. Squeeze those fingertips together. Flex the feet. Deep breath. Now we're going to bring those elbows to the side and then come out to a T. Now I want you to let your feet just fall to the side. Let your fingertips curl up. Deep breath. Blow it out through the mouth. Scan the body for tension. Relax the elbows, the shoulders, the neck. Relax your core. Now take those arms up and over. We're just going to lay the palms right on those hip bones, elbows on the floor. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Just relax. All right, we're going to take the arms out in front, chin to the chest. We're going to come up, reaching forward again. Head is neutral, so straight ahead. Feet are flexed, legs tight together. Now we're going to take palms to the quads. We're going to bend that left knee nice and tight to the body. We're going to hug it nice and tight, chin, or forehead to the knee. Flex the opposite foot. Deep breath. And switching legs, so put those palms on the mat next to your hips. Bend that other leg tight to the body and hug. Forehead to the knee. Flex that opposite foot and hold. Deep breath, blow it out through the mouth. And release that leg. So again, bring those palms by the hips. Now we're gonna lean back like we're sunning on the beach. So the fingertips facing behind and away from you. Head back, flex the feet. If it's not comfortable to take your head back, just keep it neutral, face it forward. So we're opening up that chest, opening up the heart. Deep breath. Now, keeping in that leaned position, we're going to take the arms out in front, bring prayer hands together and hold. Feet are flexed. So we're challenging that core. We're going to roll back. Again, arms come up. Point the toes. Legs tight together. Fingertips and fingers tight together. Now release that tension in the fingers and pull them apart. Flex the feet. Blow it out through the mouth. Again, elbows coming down to the sides, arms out to a T, open palms to the ceiling. Deep breath. Now we're going to scoop with those hands as we come up and reach. Sitting on those sit bones, good posture. All right, we're going to transition. We're going to sit facing forward with the bottoms of our feet together. Hands wrapped around the ankles. So we've got a nice big stretch going on in these inner thighs. Deep breath, sitting up tall. Close your eyes. Elongate that neck. Let's turn it left to right. So we're focusing on trying to let these knees fall to the side to get a nice big stretch in those inner thighs. Bottoms of the feet are together. We're holding on around those ankles, elongating the neck. Let's lean left to right. Now take it forward, chin to the chest. Nice deep breaths. Eyes closed. Now we're going to wrap our hands around the toes, interlace those fingers, and lean forward. Chin to the chest. Deep breaths. And coming up, head comes back. We've still got those fingers laced together, wrapped around those toes, and coming down. Deep breaths. Big stretch in those inner thighs now. Coming up, head comes back. And release. Now we're going to sit up tall, feet flexed. Again, we've got a little lean back with our fingers pointing back behind us. We've opened up that chest, really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Deep breath. I want you to take right leg over left. Hold, flex that foot. Pull those shoulders down. Good posture. Breathing through it. Close those eyes. Deep breaths. Now we're going to slowly switch legs. So the other leg's coming up and over. Wrap the hands around the knees. Sit up tall. Flex that foot. Facing forward with eyes closed. Deep breaths. All right, taking that leg back down, we're gonna lay back. Legs come up with feet flexed. We're gonna take the hands under the knee pits and hold. So the legs are opened up, kind of like happy baby, but we're not hooking the finger around that big toe yet. We've just got the hands right in the knee pits. Pull those legs towards your chest or towards the shoulders. Try to stretch out that lower back. Flex those feet. Now point the toes. Now bring the legs together. Let the heels come down towards the hamstrings and hold. We're just gonna rock left to right. A little bit of a lower back massage. Nice and slow. Get a little rhythm going. Toes are pointed. We still have those hands in the knee pits. All right, flex those feet, legs apart. Open up those hips and inner thighs. Now just let the feet hang naturally. We're not pointing the toe, we're not flexing the foot. Deep breath. Bring those legs together slowly. Flex those feet again. We're gonna come up with those legs, point the toes, take them apart. Nice big stretch, toes pointed. We still have those hands wrapped around that knee pit. Legs together, bend the knees. Legs together, toes pointed. Coming up tall, take them apart and hold. Bring them together, bend the knees. All right. Deep breath, hold it, and blow it out for 6. Palms to the mat, slowly bringing those legs down till our feet are flat on the mat. We're gonna take the left leg out, flex the foot, and it's just gonna hover above the floor. So we're not taking it down and resting it. We're hovering above the floor. Challenging that muscle as we hold. And then we're gonna switch legs. So other leg, hovering just above the floor, foot flexed nice and tight. Get those shoulders away from the ears. And switching again. Hovering just above the floor, so you're kind of squeezing that butt to hold that heel up. And switch. Again, that foot's just hovering. And bring that leg back up. All right, now we're gonna turn to our side. We're gonna take that bottom arm straight out so we can lay our head on it. This arm, I just want you to drape it right over your hip there. Bend those knees. And we're just gonna breathe deeply. Just let yourself relax. Let these fingers curl up. Now let's take that top arm up and over. So our palms are together. Deep breath. Try to zip up your core just a little bit. Take that arm back up and over. Nice and slow. And lay it down. Let these fingers curl up. It's hard to just be still, but we have to do it. It's good for us. Just breathe. Blow that air out. You're gonna feel better when this is over, I promise. We're gonna take that top leg, extend it out and hold. So it's just gonna hover, again, off the ground hovering. Take this arm up and over again, palms together. Now we're gonna bring arm up, leg up. Touch the shin and come down with control. Don't take that foot all the way to the ground. Touch that shin and come down. Again, that foot is hovering. We're not touching the ground. Zip that core in tight. Breathe through it. That bottom leg, knee is bent. Bottom arm is stretched straight out. We're just meeting the palms. Coming up, touching the shin and giving it a hold. And coming back down. All right, you can relax. So stack the knees, bend both legs. I just want you to breathe. Almost like you're just lying in bed thinking about getting up, not really wanting to. All right, we're gonna slowly transition now to the other side of the body. So we're gonna come up and lay in that same position, but just opposite side. So again, the knees are stacked. And we're just gonna chill right here for just a minute. So even while we're chilling, we're thinking about that core. We have our tummy zipped up. Let these fingers just curl up. Now we're going to take this arm up and over. Palms meet. Deep breath. Take it back over. Again, take that arm up and over, nice and slow with control. Palms meet. Deep breath. Back up and over. We're going to take that leg out. It's going to hover. Take this arm up and over. Palms meet. And touch the shin. Take it back down. That leg's going to hover. We're not going to touch the floor. Coming back up, touch the shin. Take it down. Palms come together. That leg and foot hovers. Coming back up. And coming down. Couple more. Toe is pointed. Coming up. Last one. And coming down. Stack those legs, bring that arm up and over, and relax. Let these fingers curl up. Again, it's like you're laying in bed in the morning thinking about getting up, but you don't really want to. Because you're so relaxed, finally comfy, and it's time to get up, right? Deep breath. Okay, we're going to transition to palms and knees very slowly. All right, palms and knees. We're going to roll back to child's pose and walk the palm out so we can lean forward. So roll it back, kind of drag the hands, walk it forward. Roll it back, drag, and walk it forward and lean. So it's almost like a push-up, but not. All right, now we're gonna go into child's pose with arms scooped back behind, forehead to the mat. Let those shoulders wrap around the knees. Let the fingertips curl up. Just breathe. We're going to come back up to palms and knees. Right leg. We're going to come over, point the toe and hold. Back to center. Left leg, coming over. Point the toe and hold. Back to center. Other leg, point that toe and hold. And again, other leg. Take it over, point the toe and hold. Now we're going to take that same leg and come forward and hold. So palms on the mat, you're kind of leaned back. You should be getting a nice big stretch all the way through hamstring to knee pit, maybe a little bit in your calves. And take that leg back. Other leg, we're gonna come forward. hold. Breathe through it. All right, take that leg back. Lean back into child's pose. I want you to look forward. Blow that air out. Now, we're gonna come heels, or booty to heels. We're gonna come up, reach. Holding, head is neutral. And we're gonna lean back down into child's pose, forehead to the mat. From here, we're gonna push up to palms and knees. We're gonna take the right arm, reach through and hold. Come back to center. Left arm, we're gonna reach through and hold. So fingertips are touching the floor. Back to center. Right arm again, reach through, hold. Some good rotational movements. Breathe deeply, don't hold your breath. Pull that tummy up. Back to center, opposite arm, reach through, hold. And back to center. We're gonna go right into angry cat. Tuck that chin into the chest. Curl the toes under because we're gonna pop up into down dog. Take the feet the width of the mat, push the heels down. And knees come back down, legs tight together, right back up into that angry cat. Tuck that chin in. Now we're gonna take the head back. Take the booty, stick it out. Going into cow pose. Looking up and slowly back to angry cat. Roll that pelvis in, carve out the tummy. And head back, booty out. Back to that cow pose. Deep breath. Now, we're gonna lean back, down to child's pose, walk those fingers out. Forehead to the mat. And leaning forward again, we're gonna come curl the toes under so we can pop back up to down dog. Push the heels down. Now come up to tippy toes. Knees coming down. Knees coming up, but we're staying on our tippy toes. Knees coming down. Knees coming up and coming down. We're gonna bring heels and butt together, scoop it up, reach. Head neutral, so looking forward. Now we're gonna lean to one side, come around, back to center. Lean to the opposite side, come around, back to center. Come forward and come up. Almost like you're bowing before someone. Come forward, come up. One more, forward and up. All right, we're gonna transition to standing. And we're gonna go into warrior pose. So one leg out, turn the knee, foot faces out. I need hands on the hips. So while you're in this warrior pose, I want you to hinge forward. It's gonna loosen up the lower back and it's gonna kind of stretch those muscles in a little bit of an awkward position. Come back up. So again, this leg is locked out, foot is sideways. This knee is twisted out, toes facing right out that way. Torso is forward, hands on the hips, hinge forward. Deep breath. coming up. From here, I want you to take this arm out. We're gonna come around and come around. Just flow through, big stretch. Hinging, coming up big and tall and around. One more. All right, we're just gonna switch positions with that warrior pose. So come center. Opposite knee is gonna bend. So this knee is turned out, foot forward. This leg is locked out, foot is sideways, hands on the hips. Zip it up, good posture. Hinge forward. Coming up slow, deep breaths. Hinging forward. Coming up slow. Couple more. Hinge forward. Coming up slow. One more. All right, so again, we're gonna take arm up and over and around. Slow and with control, and we're keeping that tummy tight. Big stretch, big reach, hinge forward slowly. Great rotational movement. This is gonna be great for bloating and digestion. Great way to loosen up that lower back. Breathing through. Couple more. All right, come center. Out of control here today, ladies. Little bend in the knees. Hands on those right where your hips crease, hinge forward. I want you to hold right here, looking down at the floor. Deep breaths. Really sticking that booty out behind. Coming up slow. Lock the knees out. Circle around. We're gonna step in. Hands in a prayer position. I don't want the elbows out, just let them relax. Those hands are right in front of the chest. Legs tight together, a little bend in those knees. Hinge it forward like you're taking a bow. Elbows should be touching the legs. Come back up. Close your eyes. Come back down. Deep breath, come back up. I want you to slowly reach up. Slowly come back down. Hinge forward. Slowly come up. Slowly come back down. Couple more. Reach. We got the fingers together. Come down. We're moving with intention here. We're focusing. Keeping that bend in the knees with legs tight together. All right, stand up tall. Prayer hands at your chest, just let the elbows relax. We're gonna slowly transition down to the floor. We're gonna put the bottoms of those feet together again. Wrap those hands and fingers around the toes, interlock or interlace those fingers. And I just want you to sort of actually slouch forward. Bring that chin into the chest. Deep breath. Let's refocus, we're just about done, so really breathe it in, try to relax. Just enjoy this stillness. Now we're gonna bring knees together, wrap those arms around, walk those heels in towards your butt, bring the forehead down to the knees. Breathe through it. Now we're gonna take right leg out, foot flexed. Left leg out, foot flexed. Sit up tall, reach for those toes or shins, wherever you can go. Everybody's at a different level with their flexibility. Blow that air out. Sit up tall. And just let those feet relax. We're gonna bring those legs back in. We're gonna sit up tall. We're gonna have those fingers wrapped around the ankles. Let those hips open up. Sit up tall, and now I want you to scoot the heels towards the crotch area and lean back. Let yourself lean back, chin to the chest. Little awkward, just a different way to stretch. Let's take that head side to side. All right, knees together, another big hug. Shrug those shoulders up towards the ears and release. Blow that air out. Shrug them up. Blow that air out as you release. All right, thanks for joining me today, girls. Hopefully I will be seeing some of you in the studio on Monday. Have a great weekend.